everyone. I hope everyone is safe and doing good. Welcome back to my channel Trick or Treat with Mathematics. So this video is dedicated to all those who are attending or who will be attending placement exams, entrance exams and competitive exams, etc. This video is all about 3 LCM models that I will cover in depth for you to understand, so that whenever you see a question related to one of these models, you can easily identify how to solve the problem. Trust me when I tell you this, these 3 problems, at least one model will be asked in any entrance exam that you attend that has quantitative aptitude section. So that is the importance of the concept that I will be teaching you in today's video. Without wasting any more time, now let's jump right into it. So what is the LCM? So LCM is the least common multiple that is divisible by 2 or more numbers. That means if you say, for example, I need to find the LCM of 6 and 9. How do? You can find the LCM of 2 numbers using prime factorization and using division method. I have covered how to find the LCM of 2 or more numbers using prime factorization in 2 videos on this channel. I will link those videos up here for you to watch. But for now, if you want to find the LCM of 2 or more numbers, I will tell you how to find the LCM using division method. So, if I give you 2 numbers, simple numbers 6 and 9, you need to find that number that will be divisible by both 6 and 9. Okay, so in this case, using division method, what we'll do, we'll take the prime factor that divides both 6 and 9. So, here it is 3, 3 2s and 3 3s are. That's it, right? And now just say 2 1s and 3 1s. It's an extra step, but the moment you see 2 prime factors in the second step, you can just directly multiply these 3 numbers. 6, 9 can be given as 6 3 into 2 into 3. So it is nothing but 9 into 2, which is 18. So 18 is the LCM of 6 and 9. It means that 18 is the lowest common multiple or the least multiple that when divided by 6 and 9. That is, LCM is the least common multiple that is divided by both 6 and 9. So now here you say that 6 3s are and 6 2s are, 9 2s are, right? So if you want the next multiple that divides 6 and 9 would be what? 36, because 18 is divisible by both and any multiple of 18 is also divisible by both. In this case, we are considering the least multiple, that is the least number that is divisible by both 6 and 9. That is the concept of LCM. Okay, now keeping the concept of LCM in your mind, let's jump right into the models itself. As I told you, there are 3 models that usually come in your exams. So this is the first model and the frequently used and asked model. In this case, I have written the question and I have written the rule here. Okay, the question is, what is the least number which when divided by these 3 numbers leaves a remainder 3? Okay, you know from these 2 sentences itself, the least number when divided by 3 or more numbers. So 2 or more numbers means they are asking you to find the LCM first, right? That is very evident. That means leave the remainder part. You just need to find the LCM when they give you these 2 points in the question. Now, additionally, they are saying that that number when divided by these 3 numbers will leave a common remainder here. Here, you need to understand that the remainder is same when you divide that number by 3 other numbers, right? So, when a common remainder is left after you divide one number n, say, with these 3 numbers, then the least number or the lowest number will be of the form LCM of ABC, as I told you, plus the common remainder, because the remainder is same in all the 3 cases. That means using the division rule that we know, that is dividend is equal to divisor into quotient plus remainder, right? This is the division rule that you know. So in here we need to find that divisor n, for example, the divisor dividend n, and the divisor, first divisor is 48 into q1 plus the remainder is 3. Now that n is again when divided by 36 will leave the same remainder, and that n again when divided by 72 will leave the same remainder. This is what the question is asking, and you need to find that n. In order to get that n, what you need to do is simply take the LCM, because they are asking the least number of these three, equally divisible by these three. So take the LCM and add 3 to it. That's it. So that is nothing but the first remainder, because any number that is divisible by 48 q, if it leaves a remainder 3, then if you add 3 to that number, the resultant LCM, then you will definitely get the lowest number. Okay, so keeping this concept in mind, we have got this form wherein the lowest number will be of this form. Okay, using these three rules, we have derived this form wherein we are saying that if you take the LCM of ABC and if you add that to R, LCM of ABC will give you the least common multiple, and if you add 3 to that, that means in every case 3 is the remainder. That is the meaning of this model. Okay, so this is model 1. Model 1 will give you the same remainder when you divide a number by 3 or more divisors. Okay, this can be extended to 4, 5, 6, this concept. As long as it's the same remainder, you can directly get the LCM and add the remainder. Now, using this concept, let's try to solve the problem on the board. So, the problem is you need to find the least number which when divided by 48, 36, 72 leaves the remainder 3 in each case. So, first what you need to do, first you saw that the same remainder, model 1. Now, take the LCM of 48, 36 and 72. So, 48, 36, 72. What do you get? I am taking prime factor 2. You get 24, 18, 36. Again, I am taking 3. Using division method I am solving. It's easy for me. Then again you get 2, 4, 3, 6. Again you get 2, 2, 3, 3. Again you get 1, 2, 1, 1. So you get how much? What is the LCM now? We get 2 into 2 into 2 into 3 into 2 into 2 into 3. That means 2 power of 4 into 3 square. That is 2 power of 4 is 16 into 9. That is 144. So the LCM of 48, 36 and 72 is 144. Right. Now, this is the least common multiple that when divided by 40, 36, 72, it leaves the remainder 0 here. But they are asking you to find that number which leaves a remainder 3 when divided by all these 3 numbers. What you need to do? Simply you need to add 3 to this. So, 147. This is the number that you want to find out from the question. That means, after you got 144 as the LCM of this, so LCM of 48, 36, 72 is 144. What you need to do is you need to add 3 in order to get that number that is divisible by 48, 36, 72 leaves a remainder 3 as per this form. So you got the number of this form now, right? This is the LCM and this is R. Now check yourself. If 148 is divided by 147 is divided by 48, what do you get? You know for a fact 48 3s is what? 144. So the remainder is what? 3 here, and then if you divide 147 by 36, you'll get how much? So when you divide 147 by 36, you get 36 4s are 144 and get you remainder 3. Again, when you say 147 is divided by 72, you get 72s are 144, again you got the remainder 3. So you can check yourself. Take this final result and divide by these 3 whether you are getting the remainder 3 or not. In this case, you are getting the remainder. Hence, this is how you find the problem. Okay. Sometimes in the problems they will not ask you the least number, they will ask you the number that is next to the least. Okay. That means if you say least number here is 144, you need to find the number that is next to least. That means the next multiple of 144. In this case, what you will do is, if you put k here in this form like LCM of ABC of k plus r, if k is 1 then it is the least number, right? But if when k is 2 it will be the second least number, right? When k is 3 it will be the third least number. If you want to find the second least number, what you need to do in here, you know that this is of the form 144k plus 3. So in order to find the second least number, which when divided by the 48, 36, 72, if it leaves a remainder 3, then you simply need to put k as 2 here. So 144 into 2 plus 3. So what do you get? 288 plus 3. That means the second least number which when divided by 48, 36, 72, if it leaves a remainder 3, that is 291. So here when you put k in this form, right, you will not only get the least number, but also you will get the second least, the third least, and so on. Okay, so this is model 1. So now let's see model 2. In model 2, what they'll give you is they'll give you divisors, right? You need to find that dividend only n, but they'll give you 3 or more divisors. They'll say that in each case, when you divide n by one divisor, you will get a remainder that is different. Okay, so that means in this case, when you say that there is any number, for example n, when divided by ABC, they will leave different remainders PQR, but the difference between the divisor and the remainder is same in all the 3 cases. This is equal to 1k or 1 nu for that matter. If that model comes in your exam, then what you need to do? Immediately identify the LCM of those 3 divisors and then subtract that remainder, the common difference. Okay, that is model 2. Now let's see the practical application of that. So this is a question I'm giving you. I'm saying that you need to find the smallest 6-digit number which when divided by 7, this number, 6-digit number, suppose say this is n, which when divided by 7, q1 leaves a remainder of 3, and the same number which when divided by 11, q2 leaves a remainder of 7. This is the question that I am asking. You need to get me n. How will you do? If you see what is the difference between the divisor and the remainder here, 7 minus 3 is 4, and these two, 11 minus 7 is also 4. That means one observation that you can see from the question is that you know for a fact the difference of the divisor and remainder is same. So can you not do something about it? Yeah, you can definitely do. So what you need to do is take the difference and subtract from the LCM. Find the least number first, take the difference and subtract from the LCM. That number will give you the smallest number. Okay, so this is the second technique, the second model that you need to follow whenever you see a common difference between the divisor and the remainder. Now, in this problem only, first you know for a fact, as soon as you see any problem of these models, right, see what is the remainder. See if it's a common remainder, do model 1. If this is not a common remainder but the difference between divisor and remainder is common, model 2. So what is this model now? You know for a fact that which when divided by 7 leaves a remainder of 3, and when divided by 11 leaves a remainder of 7. So you will see that, okay fine, 7 minus 3 is 4, and the next number is what? When divided by 11, right? 11 minus 7 is also 4. So immediately you need to understand that you need to do this second method. So now what you need to do? Take the LCM of what are the numbers here? Divided by 7 and divided by 11. Take the LCM of 7 and 11. It's very straightforward. It's a co-prime, so you can say 77 is the LCM of 7 and 11. Right. Now, in this case, you know for a fact that the common difference between the remainders is what? 4. Right. So, you can give that number. You can say that 77 minus 4. 73 is the least number that when divided by 7 and 11 gives you the remainder 3 and 7 respectively. Right. But in the question they are asking you the smallest 6-digit number. What is the smallest 6-digit number that you know? Is it not 1 lakh? Right? You need to find the smallest 6-digit number that is divisible by 77. Okay, because the LCM is there. Once you get that number, you can subtract the difference between the remainder and this one. Okay, that means now take the smallest 6-digit number here. What is the smallest 6-digit number? In this case, it's 1 lakh. Divide this by 77. So when you divide 1 lakh by 77, you will get the remainder as 54. Okay, so what you need to do is, you know for a fact that dividend is equal to divisor into quotient plus remainder. Right. So when you divide 1 lakh, you will by 77, you will get the remainder as 54. Here you need to find the smallest number, smallest 6-digit number, not the largest 5-digit number. If you take this and subtract here, you will get the largest 5-digit number, that is divisible by 77. Right. So here 77q. So you'll get the remainder as 0 in this case. Right. But you need to find the smallest 6-digit number. So in that case, what you'll do, if you subtract the remainder by and the divisor, you will get how much? 23. Right. Then add this difference to 1 lakh. So what do you get? You will get the smallest 6-digit number, that is divisible by 77. This is how you find the smallest any digit number, that is divisible by so and so number. Okay, for the largest you just need to subtract whatever remainder you get. Okay, so this is the smallest 6-digit number divisible by 77. Now what you need to do, you know for a fact that after you get this number, this is in the form of this. Okay, you need to subtract minus u. So that means this is in the form of how much? 77 into so and so number, say k. This is in the form of this, and you need to subtract what? U. U is here how much? The common difference is 4. Subtract 4. So how much you get? 100,019. So this is the number, the smallest 6-digit number, which when divided by 7 leaves a remainder of 3, and which when divided by 11 leaves a remainder of 7. This is how you solve. For largest, you just subtract the remainder and then divide by 77, you will get the answer. Okay, so this is model 2. Now the last and final model is this one. So in previous 2 models we have seen that there will be 3 divisors and common remainder. You know that for a fact. You need to follow the first model, and whenever there are 3 divisors leaving different remainders, but the difference between the divisors and remainders are same, then that you will have to follow model 2. But in this case, the difference between the divisors and remainder is not same, as well as there is no common remainder that is left behind when you divide n by 2 or more divisors. What is the question here? He is asking you to find the smallest number, which when divided by 7 leaves a remainder 6, which when divided by 11 leaves a remainder 8. First of all, the moment you see such type of problem, it is better for you to write this in the division rule, that equal to divisor into quotient plus remainder. So dividend is equal to divisor into quotient plus remainder. This is the division rule. Now suppose I assume that dividend is n here. You need to find n here, the smallest number. The first divisor is 7 into quotient, while writing k1, and the remainder is what? 6. So n is equal to 7k1 plus 6. Now the same n when divided by 11, say another quotient you will get 8 as the remainder. So you will see that 7 minus 6 is 1, and then 11 minus 8 is 3. So the difference is also not same. In this case, what you need to do is a step-by-step procedure that you need to follow. First of all, let's write these 2 equations aside. That is, you can say that n is equal to 7k1 plus 6 and n is equal to 11k2 plus 8. Take the largest divisor. In this case, 7 and 11 are divisor, take the largest one. So you get what? N is equal to 11k2 plus 8. You are saying that this is n, right? Can you not say that 11k2 plus 8 is equal to 7k1 plus 6? Because you are substituting n as 11k2 plus 8 in this equation. Say this is equation 1 and equation 2. So you are taking equation 1 and putting it as equation 2. So what do you get here? You get 11k2 plus 8 minus 6 is equal to 7k1. So you get how much? 11k2 plus 2 is equal to 7k1. That means this signifies that whenever this number is divided by 7, we'll get 0 as a remainder. Yes. So that means 11k2 plus 2, when divided by 7, you get the remainder as 0. What is such a number? When divided by 7, you get the remainder 0. Substitute k2 values. See, when it is 1, then what you get? You get 13. 13 is divisible by 7? No. What is 2? 22 plus 2? 24 is divisible by 7? No. What is 3? 33 plus 2. So, if k2 is 3, then remainder will be 0. Am I right? Yes. So, now if you substitute k2 as 3 in this equation, what do you get? 11 into 3 plus 2 by 7. So, what do you get? 11 3 is 35 by 7. That is where you say that the remainder is 0. That means from this exercise, we will know that k2 is 3. Substitute this k2 in the actual n. You will get the n. That's it. So, what is n now? We'll write it here. So, this is the first step, this is the second step, and this is the third step. From the second step, you got k2 as 3, and you know for a fact that n is equal to 11k2 plus 8. So, n is equal to 11 into 3 plus 8. So, it is 41. So, 41 is the smallest number which when divided by 7 leaves a remainder 6, which when divided by 11 leaves a remainder 8. Let's check. 41 by, first is what? Divided by 7, and then 41 by 11. So, what is 41 divided by 7? What is the remainder? 7 5 is 35. So, are you getting the remainder as 6? Yes. And this one? Are you getting the remainder as what? 33? 8? Yes. So, we are getting 7 and 6, 11 and 8 in this. That is how you find model 3. It is easy if you, once you understand, but you will see such problems also in a difficult exam wherever you appear for. Okay. What are the steps? Well, let's recap the steps. The first step is take the largest of the lot. Largest device is 11k. Write it in the dividend is equal division rule form. And then what you do? Equate this n. Write both of them. Actually, take the largest one. Equate this one, largest one, in the smallest one. And then find the value of k2. Okay. So, you get the value here and then substitute this value in the first equation. You will get the answer. Okay. So, this is model 3. So, I hope you understood the various LCM models and tricks taught so far. If you have any questions, please feel free to comment down below so that I'll be able to answer your questions. So if you are interested in more videos related to competitive exams or placements, please leave a comment down below on the topic that you want me to do a video. Then I will dedicate a full video or a playlist for that particular concept. So if you like my video, I request you to please like, share and subscribe to my channel and ring the bell notification down below so that you will never miss an update from me. I will see you all in my next video. Until then, I hope you all stay safe and be happy. Bye.